Good morning. You join me for my first ever, hopefully long, vlog. So you join me today. I'm in Scotland. I've just landed in Glasgow. Had a very early start in Cornwall this morning. I left at about 1 o'clock in the morning and drove all the way up to Bristol. My dad dropped me off, thanks Dad. And I've flown from Bristol up to Glasgow, and I've just got to my car pickup. I've got a dinky little Fiat 500, but it's got aircon, so hopefully that's gonna be nice. What am I doing? I am about to drive over to Oban to stop with my granddad for the week. He is touring around Scotland at the minute in his caravan for the summer, him and the dog, Lady. So I thought I'd be a great grandson, travel up, keep an eye on him for a week, make sure he's drinking enough whiskey. Make sure he's not drinking too much whiskey. And we'd go for some walks and go on some adventures. So why don't you follow along today and check out what I got up to for a week in Scotland with my granddad. For clarity as well, it's not midgie season yet. It's not supposed to be bad, but I am getting absolutely eaten alive on my legs. Can't even see them. Definitely need to get the smidge spray out of my bag as soon as I get there. Oh, I forgot how much I hate midgies. Right, I've just had to stop some food, and when in Loch Lomond, why not try out Loch Lomond Brewery, Ella's Glen New World Pilsner.
Let's
see what this is like.
Okay. Yes. When you're going to be ready to order, join the queue.
Nothing worse than a warm glass.
They will ask you the number.
Let's give it a try. Oh, that is crisp. Nice. That is a very good start, Scotland. Also had the Highland haggis with chips. Cheers. That is it. Here. Grandad's just gone to see what's the deal with my car, whether I can go and park it next to his caravan. But I think I can. I mean, the size of this thing, it's like a little matchbox. I could probably put it in my rucksack actually and just chuck it down the side of the van. But there we are, nearly 12 hours on. I am in Oban with Grandad. I'm knackered. That last half an hour of driving through Glencoe was nice, but the mountains were incredible, but the weather was horrendous. So yeah, concentrating. I'm just knackered now. What's on the plan now? No idea. Cup of tea, hopefully. I'm busting for a brew. And then tonight we are going out for some dinner to a seafood restaurant. So I might bring you guys along, see what we have, see what we get up to. So this is where we'd call home for the week. A quiet spot on the coast, with wind in the grass and sea down the lane. Grandad and the lady had already been out here for 3 weeks on their grand old adventure, just the two of them in their own rhythm and in their own routine. And now here I was, stepping into their sanctuary. How would it feel, me turning up in the middle of this? I didn't know, but we took the dog for a walk anyway. We didn't say much, just the usual bits, what we fancied for dinner, the weather, chatted about wine, where we'd head that week. But underneath it all, something hung in the air. We hadn't really spoken in years, life had pulled us apart. More honestly, I'd let it. That walk didn't break anything wide open, but maybe it didn't need to. Over the week we found our own rhythm, the van becoming this little cocoon, muddy boots by the door and a bottle of wine always open. a place where conversations started without needing permission. Out here it felt like the land was giving us that little bit of respite. The sea stretched out ahead, quiet and open, like it understood that we needed space. Not to talk, but not to fix everything either, just to be together. On the first night we tucked into seafood in Oban, clinked glasses and let the silence between us do the talking. Another tiny moment and another quiet fix. Because this quiet fix was going to be slow and gentle, and if you blinked we might miss it. But with mental health, with rebuilding, that's often how it begins. Just two people and a dog walking side by side, starting again. Right, good morning on the first day in Scotland. Scotland has given us very, very traditional Scottish weather this morning. It is blowing a gale, it's a bit cold, but we're still in shorts. Let me tell you a little bit more about where I am. So you know by now that I'm in Scotland. I'm around the Oban area. I'm stopping in a caravan with my granddad at a place called Clachaig Caravan Park. It's absolutely fantastic. The views from the caravan itself are amazing. It's cute. It's just the two of us in a van with a dog. Both slept alright last night, but then we had been out into Oban last night and had a really nice seafood dinner and lots of wine. So yeah, the plan for today, I don't really have one, which is nice. This is going to be a very bimbling blog. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that. We're gonna, I think, go and find some a nice pub today for a nice walk. I really want to take my granddad down to the Clachaig in Glencoe. We booked a ferry last night to go from here to the Isle of Lismore, I think it is. It's in between here and Mull. We wanted to go and do Mull, Tobermory, Finnefort, Starford, to see the puffins. Just couldn't. It's so busy in Scotland at the minute. We couldn't get the ferry crossing, and we couldn't get it like kind of with a dog to help us. So yeah, but with that little island that we are going to, I will double check the name for that and confirm on the day when we go. We're going on Wednesday. But that little island is superb. There's a little cafe in the middle of it. We're going to walk around pretty much the whole of the island, and that's what being in this part of Scotland is kind of all about. It's about those little island hopping journeys, and so many people are doing it. The ferries were coming backwards and forwards all night last night. We sat watching one come in at 8:15 from Mull. So yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy this vlog. It's very much a come along with me and kind of see what this is up to. There's going to be a lot of bimbling around, a lot of leisurely drinking, reading books. So yeah, we'll see. What I'm going to do now is go in and get my granddad's Sunday paper whilst he's getting the breakfast on. But I'll catch up with you all soon. This campsite is super cool for families and stuff. The weather's a bit minging at the minute with how cold it is, but in the height of summer, if you've got a family and you're in Scotland looking for a really family-friendly campsite, then this is amazing. If you've got like a camper van or a caravan, yeah, it's fantastic. Also, how cute is this? My granddad's got vouchers for his papers, so just been and picked up his paper. And I have to give him a little voucher to say that gets his Sunday morning times. How cute is that? Right then, first walk. We've just arrived. We are at Sutherland's Grove this morning. We're kind of going on a bit of a finding waterfalls session. I'm just downloading the Ringo app so that we can park. But look at this. So, if you want to see what this walk's all about, it's the Sutherland's Grove walk, and you can head over to my Instagram and TikTok channel. I can't video walks and vlogs at the same time. Plus as well, it kind of defeats the object of it. It gets a bit boring for you guys then, because you're seeing the same content on both platforms. So if you want to see this walk in a lot more detail, head over to my TikTok and Instagram. It's at Bimblingbooksbeer, and you can watch the Sutherland's Groves walk. I will include a few extra clips in here of these waterfalls and this little walk. We're doing something called the Troll Trail. But if you want to see it in a bit more detail, then head over there. Right, for all those people watching on YouTube, word of warning: if you come to Scotland, make sure you get some of this or some of this, because if you're there in May, June, July, August, the midges will eat you alive. We've just driven down to Sutherland's Grove to go for a walk, got out of the car, and within 10 seconds we were like, nah, we can't do this. We had to drive back to the caravan to get a spray to go back out again, and to empty the car, because the moment you open the car they descend on you. So lesson learned: if you're in Scotland and you're watching this video, make sure you bring your smidge spray with you. Get it from Avon, or the smidge stuff itself is brilliant. Walk done. What do you reckon now? Pub?
Hey?
Pub?
Yeah.
Pub.
Sounds like a good idea.
Right, little update. We're sitting in the Clachaig, and I'm just uploading my first ever YouTube video using the Clachaig's internet. 55%, so we've had to have another drink, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, we can't really move until this is uploaded. We're 2 drinks in. Hopefully it'll be done at the end of this one. It must be mad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice, isn't this?
That's a nice waterfall though, isn't it?
Look at this, I'm soaking in it.
I've only been 20 yards. Right, we're off on a little adventure again today. We are going over to the Isle of Mull, finally.
Yes.
I've just thought I've left my sunglasses in the van.
Hey?
I've left my sunglasses in the van. Do you think I'm going to need them?
Don't think so.
No. The forecast for today is torrential rain all day.
I ain't brought me out.
I ain't bought his hat either. Oh, we've got the Mozzie spray. That's all right.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
I got that in my bag.
Yeah. Got that in his man satchel. So yeah, we went into Oban last night. Had a nice curry. Well, we had an all-right curry, didn't we?
Hey?
An all-right curry.
All night curry,
Yeah.
Farted all night.
Yeah, there was a lot of wind in the van last night. And we didn't know what the weather was going to be like today, but last night we kind of bit the bullet and said, let's go on an adventure to Mull. We're desperate to get over to Mull. It's one of the biggest Inner Hebrides islands on it. It's the only Inner Hebrides island with a 2,000-foot peak on it. Not that we're climbing it, but trying to get over to Mull is quite difficult. The ferries are booked up all the time. We wanted to take the car, but they're booked up for ages. So we are doing a tour around a castle today. Duart Castle? Duart Castle? Don't know how you say it.
I've got my bow and arrow and my sword.
Yeah, he's got his best kilt in the back. We've had to cut the crotch out of his pants because that was all we could find. So
give him a flash, that'll take him a,
yeah,
make him all run.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. So come with us today and see how we got on going over to the Isle of Mull on a little adventure. Right, we're just about to get on the ferry to Mull, but we've just got some fresh seafood. Look at this. You see, right by the ferry, giving these out for free, just to try. Absolutely love mussels. Whoa, they're good. They're good. If you're coming down to Oban, you're getting the ferry, you've got to stop off and get some fresh seafood from these guys. They are incredible. The rest of England's getting some glorious sunshine at the minute, but up in Scotland, still trapped in this icy cold grip. Today, we've made the crossing over to Mull to go and have a look around Duart Castle. We've had to tell a little fib to get Lady in here because they're not allowed dogs. So we've told him that she's a hearing dog. And the guy's we've just seen the first guy in the room, and he's just said, "Oh, lovely view, you alright guys?" And Grandad's turned around and gone, "Hey?" And straight away he's gone, "Oh, she's a hearing dog, that's alright then." Yeah. You heard that much, didn't you? What?
Oh, yeah.
Hearing dog. Hearing dog? He said she's an hearing dog.
Oh, I thought she said a nice dog.
And I said, "He can't hear you very well." And you went, "What?" And he went, "Oh, she's a hearing dog then."
Oh, is that what I said? Oh, nice dog. It comes into you sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah. So there you go. Little bit of trivia for you. So Duart Castle was where they filmed the film Entrapment, come out in 2000. Catherine Zeta-Jones, Sir Sean Connery. I can vividly remember watching it on the evening of the millennium at home with my mum and dad. That was our midnight treat, Chinese and the film Entrapment. But this is the castle it was filmed at, so nice little bit of history for you all. Right, we're in Spoons. It's Bank Holiday Monday. We've just been to the castle, but Grandad's just gone to the loo. But we've had the most amazing conversations tonight. I've never had conversations with him like this about his time in the Merchant Navy, how he met me nan. You know, we've spoke about so many intimate things, and I think what it's made me realise is you never know when your time's up, and actually to make the most of any time that you've got with any loved one. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, Dan, you're probably two beers in, I am, but go and give that person that you love a little hug, because you never know when your time's up. Right then, so we've had a bit of a sort of odd jobs day today, really. Been into Oban, had a lovely little lunch, had loads of mussels, oysters. Cue a little clip of the mussels that we had. They were amazing, weren't they? So I went into the Oban beer cellar whilst I was there. It's one of those things when I'm out on these trips that I always go looking for a beer shop. And not a beer shop where you just go and drink to excess, but a beer shop where you go and find a nice craft beer and take a few home and sample them. So this is one that I picked up from the Oban beer cellar by a brewery called the Weekend Project. I'm not really sure where it is. Lower Pova.
Where's that?
I think it's in Wales. Lower Pova. It's got a WA16. Sounds like a Welsh postcode, doesn't it?
Mm.
Anyway, it's called Mountains of Sabro, 6.2%. It's a NEPA. Quite a big can,
Bit
actually.
on my map. Oh, they do.
So dramatic, isn't he?
Hey?
So dramatic.
Let me get that up.
Alright, let's see what it's like. Got a nice colour to it. It says that it should be tropical fruit.
Dead cold enough yet, is it?
Lemons, peach, coconut and tropical fruit. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. It's definitely tropical. It's almost thick. NEPAs these days are quite strange, really. You could kind of have some NEPAs are quite sort of lacking in flavour and lacking in depth. Some are like really thick almost, texture wise. That one's really thick. It's nice. 500ml can as well. 500ml can as well. Right then, we're going to get Grandad settled in his. He's got a list of camping sites he wants to go in for the rest of the time he's up in Scotland. So I'm going to see if I can jump on the computer
If we can get in them.
see whether we can get him in him before we go out for some dinner tonight. It is Tuesday on my little trip away, so I've got Wednesday, Thursday going on Friday left. It's been absolutely brilliant. I haven't vlogged much today, so this part of my vlog is probably going to be a bit bare, but that's for good reason. I've had a proper bimbling day today. When I say bimbling, I don't mean we've been on a really long walk. I mean we've actually been bimbling. We've been walking around at a leisurely pace. So we've literally been and bimbled around Oban all day today. Got a couple of jobs done that my granddad wanted to get done. I went to the beer shop, which you will have seen, or will see some of the reviews from those beers that I bought from the beer shop. And yeah, I'm just out walking the dog, but look at this behind me. How glorious this is. So this is where I've been stopping. Clachaig campsite in Oban. Caravans are like just along the beach here. So yeah, just walking the dog along, and this is open ocean. I say open ocean, it's not. This is ocean. Oban's kind of over here somewhere, and Connell Bridge, and then over here you've got mainland, right where the sun is there, and then behind that is the Isle of Lismore. So that's where we're going tomorrow, the Isle of Lismore. We've got a 7-mile walk around the Isle of Lismore, really early ferry, but that's going to be a proper good day's walking. So yeah, we've had some good food tonight, and today, hang on a minute, let me just call the dog back. Sorry about that. The dog is adamant she's going to catch some rabbits. She's here, down here somewhere in this overgrowth. She's adamant she's going to catch rabbits. She ain't caught one out of here yet. It's actually a criminal offence in Scotland to let your animals terrorise wildlife and stuff. So there's something to watch out for if you come into Scotland. But look at that sunset behind. I mean, it's not set yet, but it's pretty epic, isn't it? So yeah, today we've just kind of had a general like bimbling around. Oban day, which has been amazing. We had a huge seafood lunch full of loads of mussels, and I had some oysters. Yeah, that was insane. And then we come back to the van. I've helped my granddad book up a few campsites for him because he's stopping up here for 2 or 3 months. He's going to basically head all the way up to Skye after this, and then after that he's going over to Inverness, moving all the way up to Thurso, which is sort of John O'Groats, and then all the way back down the other coast of Scotland, all the way down into Yorkshire. I didn't realise he was going all the way down into Yorkshire, but apparently he is. 2 or 3 months he's got when I go after this, so yeah, it's nice to be a part of it with him. Like, I feel like this is probably going to be the best part of his trip, although like John O'Groats will be amazing. I'm really jealous that he's doing it, actually. I kind of wish I was either coming back up or doing a bit more of it with him, but maybe, who knows, we'll have to wait and see whether that's something that I could maybe do in the future. It depends how long this voluntary redundancy lasts. But yeah, been a brilliant day. So I might be a bit short on vlogs today, or vlogging content. This might be like, I'm trying to get the sun right because the sun's right in my eyes. This might be like the most vlogging content you get on the Tuesday, which is fine, you know. I think what's really important to recognise, and one thing I said I was always going to promote positive mental health, is that actually with a trip like this and with being in the moment, if you're creating content like I'm doing, sometimes you can get really caught up in the actual creating content and forget to enjoy the moment. And that is such with life. With life, you can so often get caught up with the stresses of work or money or having to return to work or friendships that are not quite working or something that's playing on your mind, when actually what I would say to people is make the most of the moment. And going through my battle with poor mental health, I really realised how important it was to soak up those really small moments of joy that you get in yourself. Just hang on 1 minute. Lady! Come here! As I was saying, lady's literally just done a runner. She's all the way down here, chasing bloody rabbits again. The problem with her is she'll take down a deer. And in Scotland, 1, it's illegal, and 2, there's a road just behind these trees. And she wouldn't stop. Like, the deer would know that there's a road there. She wouldn't. She'd just go straight into a car. She's such a cool dog. She's a born predator. Anyway, as I was saying, I think what's really important is to make sure that you soak up those little moments of joy. And I've really started doing that. So I love bringing you guys along on my journeys, and I love making this content. But ultimately, sometimes there might feel like there's gaps, and if there is, that's because I'm enjoying the moment, and that's part and parcel of it. What I will say is I've really enjoyed this time with my granddad. I've never really had the relationship with my granddad that I've had this last week. It's been amazing. We've been out for dinner again tonight, and chatting to him about his life and what he's been through and all the stories that he's got to tell. It's just amazing. And yeah, I'm really incredibly lucky to have those conversations and this time with him. So yeah, that's kind of what we're up to. Walking the dog now. Gonna go back, get a bag packed up for tomorrow. We've got an early start to get over to the Isle of Lismore. My granddad's flapping about breakfast because we've got to be down at the ferry terminal for 8:30 in Oban, which means we've got to leave here about 8 o'clock. And he's flapping about it because he might not have time to cook his bacon. I've said, Granddad, don't worry about it, we'll just have something. He said, well, I ain't got any cereals. And I told him earlier on we could have croissants, and he said, what's a croissant? There's nothing in that. So he's fretting a bit, but get ready tonight. I think he'll be up at the Clachaig Inn cooking me a bacon sandwich. But I'm going to bring you along tomorrow on my trip, our trip around the Isle of Lismore. I'm going to make a video of it for my Instagram and TikTok channel, so I will bring you along and I will include little clips as and when we go, but I'm not making a full tour of our walk of the Isle of Lismore. on my YouTube, on this YouTube video. So if you want to go and check out the Isle of Lismore walk separately, head over to my TikTok and Instagram page at Bimblingbooksbeer to see just that specific walk. But if you're going to stick with us and follow along, then hopefully I'll see you in the morning for bacon sandwich and an early ferry crossing to the Isle of Lismore. It is Wednesday morning, nice and early. It's 7:15. We've been up for a while getting ready. We are going on a walking adventure today, which is amazing. The sun is out. Yeah, that glorious big orange thing you never see in Cornwall, in Scotland, sorry, is out. We are going to the Isle of Lismore, which is just over there. It's a tiny little island that you can walk all the way around. We've got a 5.5 mile walk around it. Our ferry crossing is at 8:30. So yeah, that's where we're going today. The weather is glorious. I think we've possibly picked the best weather day for it. So yeah, it's really exciting. You excited, Grandad? You excited? You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he don't look it, but he is. Right then, come with us today. I'm not going to be making a full YouTube video of today. I'm just going to sort of vlog different parts of it. I'm going to do a full walking video for my social media channels today. So yeah, come with us today and see how we get on. We're at Wetherspoons in Oban. We're at to tell a little white lie to get breakfast. We had to make out that lady is an assistant's dog again. But look at this, check this out. Nice little Scottish breakfast before we go over to the Isle of Lismore to get us going for the day, started for the day. It's 8:05. I've never sat outside of Wetherspoons waiting for it to open. Right then, tonight we are going out for dinner, and oh god, look how burnt my forehead is. And I'm not going to bring you along because we're going to the same fish restaurant that we went to on the first night. But before we go out, I'm just going to have a beer, and I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. It's called Overtone Blossom. It's a deeper. It's a honey double IPA. It's got Columbus, Nelson Sovereign, Sub-Zero hops, and Kiev. So it's got quite a variety of hops in it. This one is actually brewed in Glasgow. It's 8%. So it's a bit of a hefty one. But don't know why, but for some reason, I'm expecting good things. I can already tell what colour it's going to be. Look at that. That is a nice thick colour. Wow. I mean, that is thick as you like. Look at that, it's like orange juice. I'm expecting good things from this. It's hoppy. Almost getting like a bit of peach as well. Oh, that is knockout. Oof. That's good. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the end of my Scotland trip. Well, coming to an end. Today is my last day. Grandad's just cooking me up some breakfast in the van before I head off in this little soapbox back to Glasgow. I've got a flight back to Glasgow today, and then I've got a National Express coach back down to Exeter, where mother and father are picking me up. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a fantastic trip. Scotland is an absolutely incredible place. I will be back very, very soon. Don't know how soon, but I will be back. It's really, really inspired me, this trip, to get a van sorted. So prior to my mental health breakdown and my last relationship breakup, or my last relationship even, travelling around and touring was something that I really enjoyed. I had a van that I camped in, and it was really important to me, and that's kind of been lost in the last 5-6 years. But this trip has made me realise and remember how important that is to me. So I think moving forward, that's going to be something I'm going to look at. If I can secure a new job soon, then I'm going to be looking to get a van, and I think that's going to be how I'm going to be moving Bimbling Books and Beer forward. I think you're going to be seeing me coming along on some more van trips, possibly. I mean, it's a long way off, but that's definitely where I want to take this channel and Bimbling Books and Beer. I'd love to have a van in the future and be able to bring you along on these journeys. So yeah, exciting times. There is lots ahead. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and join me soon for some more Bimbling Books and Beer.